Congrats to 50 Cent, he received the key to the city of Houston. Big accomplishment. Wonder how J Prince feels about this.
Call on him to speak. Let me present you first a key to the city of Houston. Anywhere you go, 550 buildings, use the key, the door will swing wide open. Just don't do it anytime soon.
Okay, well, then I'm gonna use the same thing with Houston. So in Houston, Drake, J Prince, that situation. Well, you should never feel like you should, by your argument, you should have looked at that situation and be like, well,
that J Prince whole mission is to somehow, some way, in a slick snake way, is to set it up so Larry Hoover.
He did the right thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely. As much as people would like to laugh at it, it's really laughing at so much success.
But you have done the same thing.
The way they dealt with the pandemic in New York City, it was wow. Like, it was like the pandemic overshadowed what the tax plan was supposed to be. And then I looked up at it and I was like, later when I saw it, I said, 58%. They said 58%. I said, what? You my partner? The IRS is my partner now? Oh no. All you get is a Yankee hat? I'm going to Houston. Fuck that.
He said, I'm here.
So let's talk about it. Insinuate extorting people. Ain't no money in that. Real nigga ain't gonna have that no way. You know, check in for what? I mean, I don't want to impose or force myself.
So boom, 50 Cent just lit J Prince up after word got out that the Rap-A-Lot boss allegedly tried to push him out of Houston. But let's be real, 50 fold under pressure? Never that. This time he's not just clapping back, he's coming for J Prince's entire empire. The streets say J Prince tried to flex, pressuring 50 to leave H-Town like he ran the whole place. But 50 went straight savage mode. He jumped on IG and basically told him, if you're really about that life, pull up. He's not here to play games, and he's definitely not bluffing. Allegedly, 50's holding on to some serious dirt. We're talking real receipts, shady business, backdoor moves, even extortion setup that's been going on for years. Word is, J Prince started sending his people to disrupt 50's business. But 50, he stayed 2 steps ahead the whole time. You already know how he moves, so what's really happening behind the scenes? Let's break it down in today's video.
A sucker's a nigga pick who he fight with.
Right.
Like if you sit and you go, I'm not going because this
Yeah,
I think I can take him.
Like 10 of us. We coming in this motherfucker, and I stop, I'm looking around. I'm like, something don't seem right about this scenery. Man, had about 8 Navy SEALs in the air, just moving with the tactical.
I love it, man. I love it. I'm proud. I know where you come from. They don't know. I know. Been a long ride, baby. Sauce ties, mud ties, gangsters, on the 2 families around this hoe that mean anything. You know what it is. Salute to everybody. Gangsters. Shout out to the old men. Shout out to Pops around this hoe. The Godfather. Talking about, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna keep this going.
I don't no friends, I don't no relationships. I don't respect none of that. If you got something for me, you could call. It's plenty ways you can get in touch with me. Man, don't get on no internet and do nothing publicly. I'm good on the keys, gangster.
Loving on our guests and being with our guests, and no shit like this never happened. But here's the thing, and this is what people don't understand. We ain't never had nobody to attack us.
Always give them a way out. Is that kind of your approach to it? Like, okay, before I have to fuck over you.
I don't call it a way out, but it may mean the same thing under certain circumstances. But I just feel like everybody is due a chance. You know what I mean? I really feel that way because I feel like if some people know better, they'll do better.
Now look, don't sleep on J Prince. He's not some lightweight. The man does run H-Town and has some serious soldiers behind him. But this beef, it's not internet noise anymore. It's personal. And if it keeps heating up like this, someone's definitely getting scorched. Let's break it down real quick. 50 and J Prince have been throwing low-key shots for years. 50's never rocked with the whole check-in system, while J Prince treats Houston like it's his kingdom. They stayed in their lanes. 50 running New York, J Prince holding down Texas. Cold War energy until now. Things got serious when 50 made the boldest move of all. He relocated to Houston. Yep, moved his whole operation down south. He even tweeted, "I love New York, but I live in Houston now. I'll explain later."
J. Prince Jr. was robbed 5 times allegedly in Los Angeles. According to WAC 100, this is why J. Prince don't get in the West Coast business. Why? Because they said he can't handle it. According to WAC 100, J. Prince Jr. was robbed in LA 5 times. Look, Junior, bro, why even go out there?
But we already knew what that meant. This wasn't just about warmer weather. It was business, power, control, tax breaks, a strategic power play. 50 set up shop right in J. Prince's backyard. And that wasn't by accident. Let's not forget, 50 has already sounded off about New York's crazy tax hikes, saying 62% of his money was getting eaten up. Like any smart businessman, he wasn't about to let Uncle Sam drain his bag. So he moved, and made sure to move loud. But here's the thing, taxes weren't the only reason 50 made the move. He'd been watching Houston for a while. He saw the wave, the trap beats, the Southern culture, the legacy in hip-hop. H-Town's been a heavy hitter in the game for years, and 50 knew it. This wasn't just about relocating, this was a calculated power move. Entertainment, lifestyle, culture, 50 is deep in all of that. And Houston? It had everything he needed to build the empire bigger. It was the perfect city to set up shop and keep the money rolling. And then came Branson Cognac. 50 started pulling up to Houston liquor stores like a boss, flashing those Branson bottles, showing out. People started talking. It looked like he spotted a golden market in the South and decided to lock it down. And with Houston as his base, he had a direct line to flood the brand all across the region. But J. Prince, he wasn't feeling that.
Okay, well, then I'm gonna use the same thing with Houston. So in Houston, Drake, J. Prince, that situation. Well, you should never feel like you should, by your argument, you should have looked at that situation and be like, well, he's tapping in with J. Prince, he's tapping in with Rap-A-Lot. Basically, that's the extension of.
They're not rappers. I love Jay. I love Rap-A-Lot. I love Junior. Jay is like a god. Like how I'm a god. I'm a god in Texas. J. Prince Sr. He's a god in Texas. Love, bro. Bro, that's Pops. But I'm him again. Like I'm another J. Prince again. Like I'm redoing and recreating everything he's done again. See what I'm saying? So, but I'm an artist. See what I'm saying? And there was a period of time where, nigga, Jay not letting nobody come through the city and have fun, do all this shit, make money, and enjoy their life and do what they want to do and not give back.
Allegedly, he saw 50's move as a challenge, like 50 was stepping right onto his turf. So Jay snapped back. Word on the street is he tried to make 50 check in, the same way he expects everyone else to do when they land in the city. His people even tried pressing 50, asking for money just for being in H-Town, but 50 wasn't having it. He made it clear he had his own security, wasn't afraid of threats, and definitely wasn't about to hand over cash for some street validation. And he didn't keep quiet about it either. 50 clowned J. Prince publicly, mocking the whole situation like it was nothing. He basically called out how fake the drama was, saying people were just running their mouths online and making things up. He even pointed out that the car they claimed to steal, he had literally just posted a photo in it with his son. The whole situation looked goofy to him, and he let it be known.
Insinuate, extorting people. Ain't no money in that. Real nigga ain't gonna have that no way. Check in for what? I mean, I don't want to impose or force myself.
Then came J. Prince's response. He hopped online saying that NBA YoungBoy's spot had gotten broken into, and that the guys behind it had reached out wanting to make things right. According to him, they only hit the place because they didn't realize YoungBoy's families had ties with him. He claimed he got the stolen stuff back, the Rolls-Royce keys, the McLaren keys, even some umbrellas and other random things, and told YoungBoy to hit him up to get it back. But YoungBoy, he wasn't buying that act.
This Offset dude, I ain't gonna leave him out. They be throwing rocks and hiding their hand. I'ma just say this to you. Don't never put me in no position where, I have to defend myself.
We're not afraid of J. Prince up here in Dallas. He ain't had no influence up here.
J. Prince used a pin of send your people. I'm gonna make him come out to play. You got the right one.
As you can see, homie, to make a long story short, I got your keys to your Rolls Royce. I got your keys to your McLaren.
I don't want no friends. I don't want no relationships. I don't respect none of that. If you got something for me, you could call. It's plenty ways you can get in touch with me. Man, don't get on no internet and do nothing publicly. I'm good on the keys, gangsta.
You took my kindness for weakness. because you're a dumb boy. Let me say this to you, little homie. You're not a friend or enemy, and I will give you whatever you ask for, good or bad. I'm done.
He didn't want to play friends, didn't want new relationships, and definitely didn't respect how it was all being handled. He felt like if Jay Prince really wanted to make things right, he could have picked up the phone. Instead, he turned it into a public show. And to make it worse, YoungBoy made it clear those cars were bought in full, and they came with 2 keys anyway. In his eyes, Jay Prince wasn't helping. He was chasing clout, and that didn't sit right with him. And as expected, that response only made Jay Prince even more fired up.
As Jay Prince, over the years, the decades of doing what doing, he's been having a way of brainwashing people.
Oh, yeah?
To thinking he's doing one thing when he really up to a next. I really think and believe wholeheartedly that Jay Prince's whole mission is to somehow, some way, in a slick snake way, is to set it up so Larry Hoover cannot get out of prison.
Oh, hell no. I disagree with that wholeheartedly.
Hell no.
So here's the tea. Word is, Jay Prince allegedly tried to block 50 Cent's whole movement in Houston by setting up a no-fly zone. Basically, he wanted to freeze 50 out. But 50? Please. He didn't flinch. No hiding, no backing down. He stayed visible, still running his empire, pushing Branson bottles, stacking his paper, and showing major love to the city like a true boss. Thing is, 50 had big plans for Houston. He was ready to level up his G-Unit film and TV empire and drop $20 million on a brand new studio right in the city. But out of nowhere, he switched gears and rerouted the entire operation to Shreveport, Louisiana, just like that. Naturally, people started asking questions. What really went down behind the scenes? Let's rewind for a second. Back in 2022, a year after 50 landed in Houston, the city rolled out the red carpet for him, literally. During the Thanksgiving Day parade, Mayor Sylvester Turner honored him in a massive way, gave him a key to the city, and declared November 24th as 50 Cent Day in Houston.
Congrats to 50 Cent, he received the key to the city of Houston. Big accomplishment. Wonder how Jay Prince feels about this.
Call on him to speak. Let me present you first a key to the city of Houston. Anywhere you go, 550 buildings, use the key, the door will swing wide open. Just don't do it anytime soon. Well, a key to the city of Houston, and then let me present to you this proclamation. If I can get a couple of my council members to just step forward, Vice Mayor Pro Tem, why don't you come on up? If you all will hold it, and you gotta hold it because I can't read it unless I join the crowd. Okay, now I can see it. I'm not gonna read everything because I've already said a whole lot. You know, y'all know 50, right?
And the praise? It was heavy. The mayor called 50 one of the most impactful figures in the city, not just as an artist, but as a philanthropist and business mogul, especially for his work with the youth through the G-Unity Foundation. 50 had been turning high schoolers into real-life entrepreneurs, teaching them how to hustle smart and build something of their own. And the energy during that parade? Straight up electric. The crowd cheered like he was H-Town born and raised, and 50 soaked it all in, humbled, hyped, and proud while he thanked the city. But while 50 was getting crowned by the people, you already know, Jay Prince was probably off somewhere stewing, watching 50 take over Houston like it was his city. And let's keep it short. The receipts don't lie. 50 didn't just pull up, he invested. He backed programs. He created opportunities. Meanwhile, Jay Prince, who used to run the streets, started fading into the background. The city wasn't looking at him like they used to. While 50 was out here building schools and businesses, Jay was stuck watching from the sidelines.
Like 10 of us. We coming in this motherfucker, and I stop, I'm looking around. I'm like, something don't seem right about this scenery. Man had about 8 Navy SEALs shit in the air, just moving with the tactical head. They seen this nigga got the moving. They positioned around. This nigga looked back at us and smirked. Yeah, we ain't got no win with that. See you later, homie. We ain't got no. He did that on the West Coast. He did that. Like, that's what I'm saying. Took a bag. This nigga had, I swear, you'd have thought it was a president of the United States in this. I looked, you niggas got the moving around, and nigga, I'm like, Shit.
This wasn't just a win for 50, this was a full-on takeover. And if you look at the moves, it's clear. 50 didn't move to Houston to chill, he came to build. One of his biggest power plays was launching the G-Unity Business Lab, a game-changing program inside Houston ISD schools. He wasn't just throwing money around, he was out here, helping teens build businesses from the ground up. He's been turning teens into future CEOs. But 50 wasn't done yet, not even close. He dove right into Houston's sports and entertainment scene like he owned it. His liquor brand, Sire Spirits, locked in major deals with the Rockets, the Astros, and the Texans. That's serious visibility and serious money, all wrapped up in one genius move. Then came the first ever Houston Tycoon Comedy and Music Festival in 2022, a star-studded event that brought out the fans in full force. That same year, he teamed up with the Rockets again to hand out 1,000 free turkeys for Thanksgiving, straight-up community love. And in 2023, he went even bigger. 50 donated $850,000 worth of toys during a holiday drive, helping a local club hit their ambitious goal of giving away 100,000 toys to kids across the city. That's not just PR, that's real impact people felt in the streets. Then in 2024, he helped raise $500,000 for the Houston's Children's Charity, and even auctioned off 2 oversized bottles of Luc Belaire champagne at a gala that pulled in a record-breaking $6 million. No cap, 50's been showing up and showing love. He's feeding families, backing the youth, and investing in the city's future. This isn't just about music anymore, he's building a legacy. Now, on the flip side, there's Jay Prince and his Mob Ties crew. And where do we even begin? While 50's been focused on building and giving back, Jay Prince has been getting more attention for pressing artists than supporting them. After declaring himself the king of H-Town, he made it his business to protect artists who came into the city so they wouldn't get robbed. Sounds noble on the surface until you hear what people are really saying behind the scenes. A lot of folks believe that protection talk is just a cover for something deeper, a full-on extortion setup. The streets have been whispering, and now they're speaking louder. People are calling out the old-school power moves, saying it's outdated and out of touch. Some even said that the OG mentality Jay Prince claims to represent doesn't hit the same anymore. Instead of guiding the younger generation, he's allegedly trying to control them, sending others to handle beef instead of stepping up himself. And to some, that's where the game got twisted, when older heads started taking orders from reckless young dudes just because they had money and height. And the criticism didn't stop there. Some even called out the fact that if you're in your 60s and still trying to play street games, you miss the whole point. That's not leadership, that's failure. Then when Jay Prince was asked to speak on everything going down, he pointed to his 30-year track record, saying he's always shown love and respect to guests, and that nothing like this had ever happened before. But he also added that things change when someone came into the situation armed. From his point of view, that shifted the dynamic, and in his words, once that line is crossed, anything can happen. He even brought up the moment when Mike and Junior passed by and ended up with blood on their hands, literally, from helping lift Takeoff's body. That's how the blood got there, he claimed. And as for the rumors, he didn't hold back, saying people are out here playing with the truth and lying to the public for attention and clicks.
Nothing should have happened. What do you say to that?
What I would say to that is, I have a track record, man, and the Prince family have a track record of 30 plus years of, honoring and loving on our guests and being with our guests, and no shit like this never happened. But here's the thing, and this is what people don't understand. We ain't never had nobody to us, if you know what I mean. When a man attack a situation with a weapon, then, it become a playing field where, any and everything goes. So that's what we're dealing with right here, and that's the root of this situation.
So here's what people have been saying. Jay Prince and his crew have been pushing that whole check-in culture hard. It's that unspoken rule where artists are expected to check in with the city's gatekeepers and show some respect before moving around Houston. But let's be real, behind all that respect talk, it's really about control and money. See, when artists pull up to H-Town, this whole check-in thing isn't just a casual courtesy. It's basically a street tax. And it doesn't come cheap. Word is, if you want to move around without drama, you're expected to pay up for protection. So you don't get pressed, robbed, or worse while you're in the city. Allegedly, if something does happen, like a stolen chain or some valuables go missing, Jay Prince and his crew are the ones that can fix it. But here's the catch. Most of these artists don't even get a choice. If they don't pay up, especially when they bring their own security, things start to go left fast. We're talking break-ins, setups, and sometimes things that cross the line completely. And apparently that's exactly what went down when NBA YoungBoy touched down in Houston. YB was there for business. But while he was out, two men reportedly broke into his spot and made off with chains, stacks of cash, and even the keys to his luxury rides. It didn't take long before those same guys reached out, demanding $30,000 if he wanted his stuff back.
Don't turn me down. What you said? Don't turn me down. What you on, folks?
Don't turn you down.
Yeah, man. What you on, folks?
What you mean what I'm on?
What you on, man? What the deal there? What up?
What up? You want to buy your shit back or what?
You ain't get, you flunked out. I'm trying to see where you at. You dumb. What you got? $20 out of car?
Nah, nigga. You know what we got, nigga. Stop that cap.
Man.
You capping, bro. They gonna believe anything.
You want me to start my car? I just took a picture in the same car today with my little boy. You bitch ass niggas on this bitch like y'all stole something.
But YB wasn't having it. He fired back, making it clear he wasn't the type to move off threats. He called the whole thing out for what it was, a desperate grab for attention and clout. Then things got even weirder. Jay Prince suddenly jumped into the situation, uninvited. He posted a video on IG tagged YB and said he now had the stolen items. He told YB to contact him if he wanted to get them back.
The little homie YoungBoy place got broke into. People went in his place, disrespected different things, and I got a call about it. And the little homies that went into this place want to make that right because they understand that, you know what I mean, YoungBoy family is okay with me. And as you can see, homie, to make a long story short, I got your keys to your Rolls Royce, I got your keys to your McLaren, you know, all that shit that they took, and the homie, Shakur, what you got, homie?
We got your Rolls Royce umbrellas, we got your keys, we got a bunch of other shit, so get in contact with us, bro. Get your shit back.
But YoungBoy wasn't buying that hero act. He saw straight through it. From his perspective, Jay Prince wasn't helping. He was trying to play both sides and make himself look good online. YB clapped back, basically saying if it was really about making things right, Jay Prince could have handled it privately. Instead, he turned it into a social media circus. And the worst part? YB believed the whole thing felt like a setup. In his eyes, the second he reached out, that $30K would have been turned into something way bigger. So he stood his ground, stayed firm, and refused to play the game. And let's not forget, NBA YoungBoy wasn't the only one calling out the check-in culture. Cameron and Maze chimed in too during an episode of their podcast. It is what it is. They didn't hold back. They straight up clowned Jay Prince for still playing street politics, saying that at his age, he should be guiding the youth, not sticking to the same tired playbook. Their message? It's time to retire that old school act.
When you're dealing with older people, they're the last to know that things have changed. We not your little niggas. Like, the way you talking, I don't get what you mean. We're not your little niggas. Like, for real, all that big homie stuff, that's for little niggas. Little niggas have big homies. We're not little niggas. So we don't even respect big homies. I know Kid doesn't, and for me, I never respected niggas in the streets. That's why I always got the problems I got. Niggas would tell me, Mace, chill. No, chill for what? Who is this nigga? That's how I feel listening to this, man. Like, I want to respect you, but I can't. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if I got a little, like the dudes that raised me, if I was out of pocket, they would tell me I'm out of pocket. They wouldn't let me put them on a crash out mission. They would say, yo, Mace, listen. Around here, we don't send to do nothing for us. We don't pay to handle our problems. You got to put in your own work around here, Lord, man. That's what you were supposed to tell them. You can't go out here and talk crazy and then send me on a mission. Nah, this is where the game got messed up when young started sending old niggas out. And just because this little ignorant got a few dollars, He make all of you that's supposed to be real run after his mission. This is a problem, Jay Prince. And I'm going to tell you like this. If you're 60 years old and you're trying to be a street you failed. You failed. I'm telling you this. And I stand, my name is Mace. I stand by this message.
But honestly, that's not even the craziest part. Let's talk about those infamous dice games Jay Prince and his sons are rumored to host every time rappers land in Houston. These aren't your regular friendly rolls. There's been talk for years that those games are rigged, used as traps to get rappers to lose big, then pressure them behind the scenes to make things right in other ways.
Always give them a way out. Is that kind of your approach to it? Like, okay, before I have to fuck over you.
I don't call it a way out, but it may mean the same thing under certain circumstances. But I just feel like everybody is due a chance. You know what I mean? I really feel that way because I feel like if some people know better, they'll do better. And a lot of people do dumb shit because they don't know no other way.
Right.
You know what I mean? They don't know better. So I feel like, you know, they do that chance. You know, I even appreciate having that chance for myself, beginning with me. You know what I mean? Because, you know, a lot of shit I wouldn't have done if I would have known better. So, you know, with that combination of wanting that for myself, wanting that for my loved ones, then it's only right to like extend that invitation.
And now, here's where it gets dark. Many people believe one of those dice games played a role in the heartbreaking demise of Takeoff from Migos. Reports say there was an argument during one of the games. Things got heated, and eventually, someone pulled the trigger. A stray bullet hit Takeoff, and just like that, he was gone. But new whispers and reportedly new footage are making the rounds, suggesting the original story might have left out some serious details. Word on the street is that Jay Prince wasn't too pleased when Takeoff and Quavo skipped the check-in protocol. According to the rumors, he gave the green light, not to take them out, but to scare them a little. Maybe rough things up and send a message. But whatever plan was in motion, it spiraled way out of control, and Takeoff paid the ultimate price. Since then, Jay Prince has been under a microscope. Every time someone brings up that night, his whole vibe shifts. He dodges the questions, gets vague, and never really offers a straight answer. That alone has people wondering what's really going on. And just when you think it can't get more suspicious, it does. Because Takeoff isn't the only one who didn't make it home after one of those games. Remember Duke the Jeweler? He hit big at one of those infamous dice games, walked away with $100K in winnings, thinking he'd just bagged a major W. But before he could even reach his car, he got ambushed. Everything was taken, and the situation turned fatal. They didn't just rob him, they ended it all. Just like that, Duke was gone too.
I'm just speaking on it because they keep attaching it to your name, your brand. A Duke the Jeweler situation, great on dice game when it's tied to y'all.
I know people were associating me with that Duke the Jeweler situation because I went to LaBusa pool party and he happened to be there and he happened to be standing on me. I mean, right next to me. Truth is, I never met him before. I had no idea who he is.
That's two major names, Duke and Takeoff, both tied to the same shady setup. And while some people might still call it a coincidence, most folks out here, they're not buying that anymore. So when you put Jay Prince and 50 Cent side by side, the contrast couldn't be clearer.
We met that dude, Duke the Jeweler, the night before. We was gambling. The next day, dude followed us to the concert. When we left out the concert, we under the garage. Dude went to his car by himself.
The social media started trying to point a finger because he was standing next to me, and it's just unfortunate.
As Jay Prince Jr. explained what happened, he says neither incident was due to a dice game. Mike Prince said this.
Takeoff's family, you know what I'm saying, his loved ones, we love them and respect them too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like 1 hour was took that night.
50's been putting in real work, opening schools, feeding communities, throwing festivals, and bringing actual business into the city. Meanwhile, Jay Prince is caught in the middle of endless rumors, whispers about extortion, shady games, and harsh outcomes. The difference? It's loud and undeniable. But just when you think it's done, things start heating up again. Word is Jay Prince has been quietly scheming, allegedly trying to shut down 50 and everything he's built in Houston. But before he could even get that plan moving, 50 found himself in the middle of another storm, this time with Big Meech. And this is where things get really messy. Jay Prince has always been tight with Big Meech. So when tensions started bubbling between Meech and 50, Jay supposedly picked a side, and it wasn't 50's. Word on the street says Jay even sent a few people to press 50, trying to intimidate him into backing off. But if there's one thing we all know about 50 Cent, he doesn't back down. Instead of folding, he flipped the script. He started digging up receipts, calling out Jay Prince, and shining a light on what he says is a whole extortion network running behind the scenes. Now 50's locked in. He's not just defending his turf, he's on a mission to shut down Jay Prince's so-called reign over Houston, and he's been enjoying every second of the chaos he's causing. So here's the question. Should 50 be watching his back in H-Town, or is he just getting warmed up, ready to flip the whole game one more time? Drop your thoughts in the comments. That's it for today's video. If you liked it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more updates.